The purple blazer is out, and you know that only means one thing. We are on our way to a very exciting event. I'm currently at King's Cross Station in London, and I have to say, my Harry Potter nerd is currently in absolute overdrive. I'm literally in touching distance of platform 9 3/4. There's a huge queue to get there to get a photo. I'm not going to go in the queue. This is taking a lot of willpower, but the event takes priority. I'm only kidding. But I'm really looking forward to the Women on Stage London community launch, which is in collaboration with the Women of Samsung ERG group. Cheers. Of course, I got here a little bit early, so just taking a little bit of time, and I thought I could talk you through what today's event entails, because it's a very exciting one and so needed. So often I speak to so many people who want to start public speaking, really have an amazing story to tell, but the self-doubt comes in. They question themselves, they overthink themselves, so much so that they talk themselves out of ever doing it. And the Women on Stage London community is a really wonderful support system to help you find your voice and to support you with that, and to really give you the tools that you need to become a public speaker and to share your story, because I truly believe that there is inspiration to take from everybody's story. No matches today, coffee, and of course I needed my coconut milk fix. So the event is called Speak Up, Stand Out, Unlock Your Story, Build Your Brand and Grow Your Career. There's 3 talks. First is Woman on Stage's CEO, Moran, and you may recognise Moran. She's come on the Equal Inspired podcast, and her talk is on Turn Your Story into Gold, Mastering the Art of Public Speaking. Next up, we have one of the London chapter leads, Eleanor Honigstein, and Eleanor will be talking about stepping into the spotlight and rocking your LinkedIn profile. Last but certainly not least to speak is Adora Nwodo, and Adora will be speaking about vocalizing your growth and sharing her journey to 1,000,000 lines of code. So hopefully I can bring you along to the event so you can get a bit of a snippet into what it's like. This is the community launch, so this is the first event for the London chapter. There's going to be many more to come. I've actually plotted up right in front of Greg's, and I have to tell you, it's taking everything in my power not to get everything off of that menu right now and devour it.
One piece of advice while you're public speaking is to be yourself. Don't try to know that there are a lot of training and courses of how to do things and how to make you speak and count your words and be concise, but bring yourself out. I think that's the most attractive thing, and be in a lot of good energy and passionate about what you're speaking about.
Speaking in public for me is so much about connecting with your audience, and I think one of the main things I took away from today is just go ahead and do it. As long as you feel like you can connect with somebody in the audience, that's enough. It doesn't need to be absolutely everybody. If one person gets what you're saying, it's really just a success in and of itself. I also feel like for me personally, a big takeaway is just being confident in what you're speaking about. Not everyone's going to feel like they connect exactly to every point, but once you feel like you know what you're saying, you know what you're talking about, it always goes down well.
I've been asked to say one word of what this event represents for me, and for me it's empowering. It's empowering because before I would never have think that I would have been doing this. And thanks to this event, yes, I'm doing it.
On my way back after an amazing event, a big thank you to Women on Stage London and the women of Samsung ERG. That was an incredible space to host an event, really cool, very tech kind of centric. Wonderful talks, really wonderful talks, and so many takeaways, actual tangible takeaways and advice on public speaking. And through having conversations in the networking piece, I met so many amazing people, so shout out to you all. But there was a lot around personal branding as well, and creating content, and the whole idea around when we think about creating content, sometimes that can cause anxiety, it can cause stress. And I know for me personally, when I think about I need to create some content, my mind almost goes blank in a sense. So it's about flipping the lens and think about, okay, what can you take from your day to day and utilize that into some form of content? For example, can you have conversations in your workplace and ask them what are some of the recurring challenges that they're coming up against? Do you have solutions to that? Have you done a solution to that? Do you have a story around that? Do a post about it, because if they're having challenges in that, the likelihood is other people are having challenges. So there's a lot to be said around that. Sometimes the answers are out there and they're in front of you. It's just a case of trying to find them, and flipping that lens can be really helpful and just take away that pressure as such. Of course, another great thing is thinking about an event you've attended, doing a post about that, sharing a reflection, sharing some of your biggest takeaways, shouting out to the speakers, whatever that may be, just being active in that space. So, fantastic event. We already are looking forward to the next one. Thank you for coming along with us.